Hello, welcome to Pick Central, Barstool's daily gambling show. I am Brandon Walker, the host of said gambling show. To my immediate right, well, God, let us all bow down and welcome the return. His deal has allowed him to be here today. There's nobody to squeeze out. Hello, Rico Bosco. No, you will talk. Okay, you're going to do this. Wow. All right. So all those years, you were just a voice without a face. Now you're going to be a face without a voice. The other way was better. Mm-hmm. Ben Mintz.
How we doing, Brandon? So good night for both of us. Good gambling night for both of us last night.
Ben, you just don't.
He's too
nice. You just
too
don't get
nice.
it, do you?
No, he
I don't.
I don't.
I completely live in my own planet just all the time.
His chair's low.
Were you willing?
I was ready to go, but
He's too nice.
it's all right.
I think Ev's a Stonewall. He might help.
Big Ev, how you doing?
I'm good. We're off strike. We're back.
We're out. We're back.
Once Mintz broke the seal, it was over.
Yeah, it's over.
You guys were going to strike. Was this a team effort?
You would have been like Francesa. 5 hours by yourself. Just begging for help.
Can we get like positive vibes from Marty to get a pack in 3 minutes? Just 140,000
I don't want to talk
people.
about Top Shot.
Top shot.
Are you on it? Are you on it?
What?
Are you
Don't
on it?
want to
whole
talk
50
about the
grand in?
hottest thing in the world right now.
No, because you just complain about it all the time. It's just another thing
Complain?
for people to complain about.
What do you mean?
You just said there are 140,000 people. You know you're not going to get the pack and all
Yeah,
that.
you say you don't get it, and then when you get it, you're excited.
But I only buy ref highlights.
Okay. Give us
I
a
have
double.
12 double dribbles.
Give us a double dribble.
Who's your favorite referee? That's actually good. Like no.
That's
bullshit.
actually a good question.
Who's the old Dick Bavetta?
The guy that kissed Charles
He was
Barkley?
lovable.
That's what I was
He
gonna
was
say.
lovable.
Is that the guy who kissed
Yeah.
Barkley?
Yeah.
He's lovable.
Bavetta or Pavetta? It was Bavetta.
Bavetta.
Yeah. He raced Charles Barkley at the All-Star game.
Yeah, he fell.
Yeah.
Crazy.
You might be the worst promoter in the world.
How?
Okay.
You put the link in there. You don't just say Pick Central at.
Then I
I'm
did the
bringing
next
winners.
one. Then I did the next one.
No, you just retweeted when I did it.
No, I did my own.
Hi, TJ, Colby, Za. I got the video up, but I don't have comments. Can somebody? Oh, I forgot. I got Marty. I got Tech Guy Marty.
There's a monkey. There's a monkey
Just
that says something. Like
refresh the page, Marty.
That usually is what I do to try and fix things.
That usually fixes things. If not, YouTube might be broken. We can't fix YouTube.
I don't think YouTube's broken. There they are. Can
Yes,
you break them out again?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Tech Guy Marty.
Is a TGM at it again?
Yep. All right. So we got a lot to talk about with college basketball. Big weekend of college basketball. There have been some valid complaints, I believe, from people that tweeted this show and that we're a little too heavy on college basketball. We don't talk about NBA or hockey enough. Hockey, I'm not going to be able to give you much expertise. NBA, I think we should talk about more on the show.
We just call Mr. Ice. You want to do 5 minutes of Mr. Ice? We could do 5 minutes of Mr. Ice.
I agree with them, but it's like that's what I'm watching. I'm
I
not
know,
gonna
but
lie to you about
we probably should start watching NBA too.
I've been watching NBA. I can do.
some too.
Anybody here
Definitely
who
do some
covers the
NBA.
NBA? Maybe we'll bring them on.
You want to get the host of the Barstool NBA podcast on here?
Maybe we get 8-unit bets every day.
Bring them on.
The more the merrier for you, right? You
I'm
just
talking about my friend Dan. He just released a new shirt.
Lou Dort.
And he tweets about the NBA all the time. Have
The
Dan
torture
back.
chamber.
Yeah, bring Dan back. What are you talking about? Your mind is in the gutter.
my mind's in the gutter just thinking of another human being.
Yes.
That's just thinking about a certain human being as the gutter.
Ben's been our NBA guy. What
Ben
do you
who?
got on the NBA?
I would not claim to be anybody.
You have MBF
I
on this
think I
show. What are you
legit-
talking about?
Yeah,
I
you
would say,
stop.
yeah.
You got away from
I
that
have
though.
been
I've still been giving out picks. I've been doing better in college basketball.
I've been
so
a
it's
little
been-
hot in NBA lately.
Two NBA.
I'm pretty sure. Check the tracker.
another
I'm
over
positive
for
in
We're
NBA.
Pelicans.
equally balanced. We have a host. We have two NBA guys and two college guys. Mixing it up.
Do we have two college guys?
Yeah.
Plus 9.5, 2-0 last night. I'm going to get a guest spot on Big Sky. I hit another one last night. Weber State.
A guest spot doing what? What on Big
I want to
Sky?
be an extra. I want to be an extra on the TV show.
On the panel,
Is there a TV show called Big Sky?
there's got to be.
Yeah,
There's
there
got to be
is.
pregame shows for
It's
these.
new.
I
It's
think
supposed
you're-
to be very
I think
good.
you're thinking of Yellowstone.
No. it's
He's
Big
thinking.
Sky.
He's thinking of Yellowstone.
No.
Colby, is he thinking of Yellowstone?
No, Big Sky's very good. I've watched it.
I want to check
All
it
right,
out. It's
why
on my
can't you
list.
just
when there's
Why?
not sports
Just
on.
one time.
Why?
Why? Why?
Why?
It's
Why?
the girl from
Me-
Pitch. Remember that show?
Drew Barrymore from
No.
Fever Pitch?
It was on Fox. She was a pitcher for the San Diego Padres.
Oh,
Professional
Monet
pitcher.
Davis.
No.
It was
Sure.
inspired by her. So don't say that it wasn't.
No, because see,
Jenny Finch.
Jenny Finch.
Jenny Finch wasn't on Pitch.
Wait, no, Jenny Finch.
No. Jenny Finch was
Her name was Jenny on the show. That's what threw me off.
Jenny Finch was.
swear to
I
God.
literally just said her
Was
because
she
she's a
UCLA
softball player. I
softball?
know.
Yeah, she was.
Her-
good.
yeah.
Arizona in the Olympics. Yeah.
Kat Osterman. I know her too.
You
Oh, yeah.
fucking bitch.
She used to throw a ton of no hitters.
Her name was Jenny on the show. That's what's
Jenny
weird.
Finch is the one. She used to be like the big. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
she kind of
softball.
became like the face of it.
Softball.
Jenny Finch.
Yeah.
She was beautiful.
Jenny Finch.
Probably still is.
For sure.
But that was based on Monet Davis, who you hate.
No, it's not based on her.
It
because-
is 1,000% based on her.
No, it's not. She never would have made the major leagues pitching.
So you're saying the Fox show that came out 1 year after Monet Davis with I believe an African American girl pitcher pitching in the major leagues was not based on Monet Davis. It was just happenstance.
Yes. Your team can't go 2-2, and then you all of a sudden reach the major leagues. That's what the big media wants you to believe.
I feel like your team could go 2-2. I mean, I bet there's major leaguers who got to the Little League World Series and
They had the
didn't win.
dad from one of the years. They had Zach Morris. It was
I
a
mean,
good show.
there's quite a few that never made it.
Quite a few.
It's a good show.
Yeah. There's how many major leaguers on Little League teams didn't even make the Little League World
I'd say-
Series?
I'd
Probably
say-
most of them.
Shout out to Todd Frazier.
Legends.
Tom's River Little
Tom's
League.
River.
Why are we shouting out Todd
DJ's
Frazier?
Legends.
regular Todd Frazier.
He's
Tom's
wearing a
River.
Barstool shirt on MLB Network yesterday. Jersey's finest. That was my idea.
That was your
That is a
to
great-
make Barstool shirts?
I reached out to TJ personally to say how good of a shirt it was.
Are you okay?
Great shirt.
That's the one with Soprano?
See,
Fine.
this is
Yeah, I
what
gotta get
this
that.
is
Great
what
shirt.
this is why I don't like Top Shot. It goes wrong for you, and then you're just ruined for the rest of the show.
No, I'll be okay. It's just the 150th and 1,000th in line.
Pelicans gonna make the
I'm
playoffs.
160.
I think they're gonna get hot second half.
Fucking
Isn't
ridiculous.
that like
It's
last?
getting too hot, bro. I'm telling you, the shit's too hot.
I think they're gonna get hot.
Yeah.
Everyone talked about it too much. It just fucked the whole game up.
Does anybody want to talk about my new shoes?
Let me see them,
Put
Brandon.
up on the
I haven't
desk.
seen 'em yet.
Can you get him up for the camera?
What do you think, Big F?
That was a
Brandon,
sigh. He doesn't like him.
Like, I like them. I don't like them on you.
This is the biggest bullshit. Why can't I wear
'Cause
cool
you're
shoes?
not like a cool guy. Like, that's a cool guy shoe.
That's a good shoe. Why would I not want to wear good shoes? Tell me why I wouldn't want to wear good
Also,
shoes.
you're like, see, you do this thing where, like, everyone wear the ones, now you get the ones. Everyone's wearing blazers. Now you got blazers.
You're what
No,
they call in the streets
These are Blazers.
Yeah, those are blazers.
a dick rider.
Give a ding. Give a ding.
You a dick rider.
I actually bought the Blazers because everybody here wears ones.
No.
No, everyone wears blazers.
Everyone wears Blazers.
I'd say more people wear blazers than ones in this office.
I don't even. I
you
just
wanna
learned
know
what Blazers are, and I think
Can't I
everyone
just
wears
better
Blazers.
myself? Can I just wear something that I like to wear?
Like, you've seen me wear those shoes before, except for they're just black instead of being, like, the fake colored in Nike sign.
I think they're good shoes. I like the
No,
shoes.
they are good shoes. They're great shoes, Brandon.
What if you dressed in something nice and I said, "That's a very nice outfit. Doesn't belong on you."
Yeah, but that would never happen. I'm much more versatile than you
You're not. You
are.
are.
I'm way more versatile than
You are not. Fat guys are not versatile when it comes to
I
fashion.
am. I'm different.
That's the third person you've shamed on physical appearance this morning alone.
Who's the first two?
Dan
And you.
and Marty. I
How
think
about-
you did something. Sweatpants.
No, he just wore this. He's wearing the same
Yeah,
sweatpants
he's
from
an
2 days
He's an
ago.
outfit tracker.
2 days ago, you wore the
Can't,
sweatpants.
can't trust an outfit tracker. You
Can't
just
trust
simply
this guy.
can't.
You wore those 2 days ago.
Yeah. Have you worn those jeans yet this week?
No.
You 100% have. You have
No.
5 pairs of jeans?
I have 4 pair of jeans.
Yeah, so you reuse one.
No, I wore sweatpants on Monday.
Ugh.
You're wearing sweatpants.
Yeah, you got saggy balls in yours. I don't like that.
Is there mud on the bottom? He probably wore them to bury the dog. Digging a hole. Kills dogs.
My dog Maggie passed away tragically, and you celebrated.
I do not celebrate.
You celebrated. You hate dogs. You
I
hate
just
kids.
know that-
you hate dogs and you hate kids.
I just know that Barstool Sportsbook had a line. I took the under. I got paid.
You took the under on the life of my dog.
You can't take care of a dog. You got 14 kids. Are you going to let put a dog in
That
the
dog existed before I
fucked.
got to Barstool.
All right. Dog's fucked.
My current dog is at
Had it like 2 days.
almost a year. So good for me. His name is Sam, and he's wonderful.
What kind of dog is he?
He's a golden doodle. You know why I know he's going to last? I drove down to Tennessee to get him. I didn't get one of these Yankee-ass, punk-ass dogs. Got me a Tennessee dog.
Gonna be tough.
Mm-hmm. Going to be tough as hell.
Tougher than their football team.
Jeff Wortman says, can we get a Mincy sup, fellas?
Yes, you can. What's up, fellas?
Let's go. Bring it back
I
on a
thought he was
Friday.
just going to say, yes, you can. I wasn't going to do it.
Do you like the sup fellas or the what's up fellas?
I like sup
Stay
fellas.
stuff.
I don't like
Okay.
what.
Sup fellas. Let's go.
No, but that energy wasn't good.
Okay, you want the
Just
fresh
take
one.
a deep breath and then
Don't overdo it because I know you just
No, it's gotta be
find
okay.
it.
give
Find
us
it.
that full torque.
Sup fellas.
Didn't feel right.
If not, he's forcing it out.
He's doing it on demand. He's
Yeah,
guys
he's
making him
forcing it.
dance.
Let's take a break.
You don't dance for
Marty,
anybody.
Marty, give us a sup, fellas.
I can't do it.
Marty's is hilarious.
Sup, fellas?
That's it. Him and Glenny both can do it. Really.
Well, because you're doing it.
Glenny's is actually spot on.
You're doing it with your voice. You have to do a sup, fellas with your whole
it
body.
has to be like the shoulders
Right,
shaking.
your whole body.
then
And
my
Marty did it
face.
right. You got to sup, fellas, and your hair
Like
has to flop a
the
little bit.
spazzing. Yeah.
All right. Can I just remark, how's the energy in this room? Remember the other day when it was overwhelmingly positive? Big Ev, I feel like your guard's up.
I feel good.
Marty's wearing the same pants from 2
I've
days
got my
ago. He's
good
mad
clothes
about
on.
it.
I
I
feel
got
good.
great shoes on, but everybody's jealous. Rico's wearing free merch because that's all he has in his life right now.
I haven't
And
seen
Ben
these
Mintz is wearing the same goddamn Ole Miss sweater he's been
Glenny,
wearing every fucking
I've got
day.
so many of them I rotate though.
Glenny,
Yeah.
can you give us a what's up, fellas, on live, please?
We barely heard that.
Do it.
I mean, you got to put
You
the
didn't
phone
have
on
it on
speaker,
speaker,
Marty.
bro.
Do it again. Do it again. Thanks, Glenn.
Oh, you know who we should call too now? The Donnie Burger guy. Go back to back.
Vibes are high. Me and Big Ev are going to dinner tonight.
Are y'all? Yeah, I got a big.
Yeah, you want to come, Minty?
Yeah, I'll come to dinner with y'all. Where we?
Deal.
Come.
You could come. It's in Jersey City.
Okay.
Okay?
I haven't been to Jersey City.
All right.
KCS 5626 says Ev's energy is way off.
My energy's way
yeah,
off.
apparently it
Why
is.
is that?
You know what?
I got my good clothes on. I feel good.
I think Big Ev's, he's ready for tonight.
Those are
what
your
I-
good clothes?
It's a good jacket.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
it. Going
nice
out.
bomber jacket. I got my
Skinny
jeans on.
jeans.
That looks like a jacket my dad got from his
Nice
truck
pair of
driving company
jeans.
for 10,000 miles safe driving.
No,
Do
it
you know what
doesn't,
that's
Brandon.
called?
A jacket.
What kind of jacket is that? Exactly why you can't wear it.
Someone just said it like 30 seconds
It's a
ago.
bomber jacket.
You don't
I
know.
look
A
good.
bomber jacket was leather.
No.
No,
This is a bomber
it's the
jacket.
style
that's
of
sick.
jacket.
You don't know.
Bomber
Yeah.
jackets are cool.
You know?
Yeah, I know. I wore a fucking khaki one.
You also wore a fake fur coat.
I looked fucking good.
Mink.
You didn't look terrible. Has Brandon watched That's My Boy yet? Says Arthur L. No.
No, I don't think you can watch it by yourself. I think you have to watch it with us.
No, no.
No way. We will. You,
You have
to.
to watch it by yourself first to get your own opinion.
But
on
I
it.
know you're a negative Nancy, and you're
I'll
going to
send
go into
Tom.
it
I'm gonna
negative.
send Tommy the stream.
I'm not a negative Nancy when it comes to movies. I will watch it.
With open mind.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm from Mississippi. We're nothing but open-minded down there.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Why did you say that? You're from there too.
I know.
He's cultured though. He plays in poker tournaments. Talks to
How's he
people at
cultured?
the
He wears an Ole
table.
Miss shirt every day.
Now he learns. He talks to people. You travel.
Are you out for tracking again?
big time?
You wear that shirt so many times.
This is literally the third. I wear something similar, but this is the second time I've worn this
How many
shirt.
times you been out
Ever.
of the country?
Ever.
Ever?
I wear an Austin
A bunch?
316 shirt. I've been out once.
5 or 6.
I've been out once. How
Brandon
many times
couldn't
you been
name
out?
another country.
I would ask Marty, but I guarantee you would say like London or something.
Country?
Yeah. Name 5 countries, Marty.
Country, not continents.
Countries.
United States of America.
Name 5 more.
You want help?
No.
South America. Continent. Fuck. No. Give me country. Canada. Canada.
now you're putting.
There you
Come
go.
on.
He's
I was checking him.
Come on.
Antarctica.
Guy.
Okay, you're
Guy.
you're
Guy.
doing it. I really just wanted you to give it a legit, honest try.
Okay, I am. I like this is what's so crazy. Like, why would I lie about this right now? I'm trying to do it. Country.
Nobody believes
Country.
Antarctica's a country.
Country. France.
There you go.
Bingo. Now this has got the floodgates got to open.
France.
A hot dish that they serve at Wendy's.
Chile.
Yep.
Boom.
You gotta help the guy out, man. What do you want me to do? We can't have this going forever.
I like countries. I'm better at continents.
There's only 7 of them. There's
Where do you
why
buy
I'm better.
cocaine? Where do you buy cocaine?
Colombia.
Billy Joel song, Blank Skies, starts with an S. Long name.
No chance.
Scandinavia.
Bang.
That's not a country.
That's an area. That's not a country.
Scandinavia's not a country?
No, that's like
Interesting.
3 different countries that are
Dominican Republic.
Really?
a couple.
Puerto Rico.
I've thrown down in the DR. It gets wild in the DR.
You don't know countries either.
Puerto Rico's not a country.
It's like an
I mean,
annex
there's
of
one
state.
big
It's like
territory.
it's like a territory.
That's bullshit.
Yeah.
Italy.
Boom.
Boom.
Done. Get them off the screen.
When you went to Detroit, you looked out your window. What'd you see?
I said that already.
Canada.
He said-
Canada was the first one I said.
He did say that.
All right,
Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Actually, Big Ab, I believe I wore a bomber jacket here today. I have a jacket, and I think it's a bomber jacket.
Go get
So
it.
I can
We'd
wear
have
it.
to see it. I'd have to see it.
Well, I'm not gonna do it now. I'm hosting the show.
Yeah, go get it. We
Go
won't.
get
We
it
won't.
fast.
We won't lock the door. Go ahead.
We can't lock the door.
You want to see my bomber jacket?
I
I'd
do.
actually
It's a
like.
I
Mississippi-
want to see if it's a bomber jacket.
It's a Mississippi State jacket.
Not
so
a
it's-
bomber
no,
jacket.
no
No
chance.
chance.
It's a bomber
Bomber
jacket.
jacket.
No chance.
Get lost.
It's very similar.
No chance.
No.
It's a thin jacket.
But it-
Big F, stand up. It fits like it's tight in the inside and bigger on the outside.
And this is high fashion.
Yeah.
I look fucking good.
Take a walk, Brandon.
It's a jacket.
I got my good pants on. Some Jordan 4s. Some Black Cats.
You look like a kid in detention. Wearing a fucking Generation X t-shirt.
Okay, wait. He's wearing a t-shirt, jeans, and Jordans. I'm wearing a t-shirt, jeans, and Nikes. We're dressed outside the jacket. Nice jacket.
Big F,
We're wearing the
who
exact
has
same
a
thing.
better
But it-
shirt, me or Brand today?
Oh, definitely.
That's
you.
not
Thank
even
you.
close.
I mean,
Thank
Drew's is a cool shirt.
Thank you.
Drew
I don't-
House is cool.
I'm wearing a DX shirt.
I voted
Exact-
for Brandon on
Yeah,
this. I love
exactly.
the DX stuff.
Two 37-year-old men who play with fucking toys.
I mean, that's
Suck it. Hey,
that
Tommy, you don't
was
want
a-
to do the dishes?
that was a
Suck it.
that was a compliment to you. You're not 37.
Hey, kid number 22, you don't want to do the dishes? Suck it.
what was his name? Kid 22.
Kid 22, you lose track. It's like a fucking dog litter in your house.
All right. So Michigan kills Iowa last night.
Kills dead.
You had Michigan. Ev, I had Michigan. Right. Marty had Iowa. Not to.
I had
not to- You had
Michigan.
Michigan.
I didn't-
So
Michigan's just every time you think there's a spot, they're just really fucking good. And Michigan State beats Ohio State.
They did.
and Ohio State loses last night too. With like that was a spot that they actually lost to Michigan. You keep thinking the spot.
It was a tough spot for both of them, but Michigan's
I'm
just
not
so good.
nothing against Ohio State, but I'm just saying. Yes, I want to make a statement. Iowa, everyone's saying they're frauds. I still don't believe it.
They're absolutely frauds.
No,
Every
not
time
like
they
that.
go up against a good team,
It's not that they're frauds. They're just a one-trick pony. It's their offense. Their defense is so bad.
Yeah, and they also they did have 2 injuries yesterday.
yeah, but there was nothing that's going to save that team yesterday.
No.
No, they got one guy went down early.
Now Michigan gets Illinois too. You said right?
Yeah, they play Illinois.
They don't know if
When?
Iowa's playing.
I think it's next week though, so he might be.
Might be
That's
back.
how they play Ohio State too.
So you reported he was going to be out through the tournament.
I did.
Till the Big Ten tournament, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
I did. And everyone was like, "Oh, Marty, you're an idiot." Those Carbello was great. Yes, you played Nebraska. No, that's a team I can guarantee I can score at least 8 points.
Well,
on.
tomorrow Illinois has Wisconsin. That'll be a much tougher test.
I think it's in Wisconsin too.
Yeah, that'll be a much tougher test than Nebraska.
And that's a game where Wisconsin's they're needing to win a little bit.
They've been struggling a little bit lately.
Yeah.
This week we've got
just-
this weekend we got Texas Tech.
Mm.
We've got Illinois, Wisconsin, Baylor, Kansas. Is that I know
Saturday
Baylor just
night.
got, but they
Yep.
just got canceled yesterday. Are they on to? Oh, are they on
Yeah.
track to play?
Mm.
All right. So Baylor, Kansas is the game of the weekend. Oklahoma State, Oklahoma. Oklahoma State not ranked, but that's still a pretty key game, I would say.
Yeah, we like Oklahoma State.
I mean, Oklahoma coming off a loss.
Mm-hmm. And
Bad
then
loss.
again, North Carolina not ranked, but FSU, Florida State, number 11 against North Carolina.
Where's the game?
I believe that's in North Carolina. I
Yeah,
believe.
I think so. I think you're right.
Duke Louisville.
Jonathan Breisky says, how are Iowa frauds? Ohio State is frauds. Coming to Michigan and beating us is very tough. Iowa's frauds because every time they've had a chance. I mean, what do they got? 7 or 8 losses now?
Yeah.
And they were top preseason top 5. And Ohio State loses to Michigan State, fine, but Ohio State has.
They also just beat Illinois. They're hot. I mean, we're coming off. It was one of those. I started to talk myself more into Ohio State, but it was like coming off. It almost was like that Michigan game was almost like kind of like an adrenaline dump a little bit. Like that's an energy dump. And it was obviously we have 2 look ahead games. We got Iowa and Illinois next week. Not to mention anyone who watched the game, we got shafted a few times. Bad. I mean, Dwayne Washington banks a 3, so whatever. But clearly off his hand. They review it, still call it a shot clock violation. I was talking to Marty about this before we walked in. End of the game. We're down 2. Washington drives to the hole. He clearly gets fouled. I understand not calling it like a game-deciding call, end of the game. He got hit. What are you going to do? It's a tough loss. We'll be
Do
back.
you get on Twitter, like, if you make any point about any other team, they just tell you Mississippi State sucks?
Yep.
It's like, I'll be like, Iowa's like, Michigan's this, whatever. And it's like, yeah, well, Duke's going to be an NIT. What are we, like, give me a second.
Like college football season, Alabama gave up 48 to Ole Miss. I'm like, Alabama's defense didn't look good tonight. What does a Mississippi State fan know about football? Mississippi State stinks. Yeah, that's true, but still.
I'm just talking
Still allowed
about
to have gambling
other
opinions.
I'm saying
teams.
accurate opinions here.
It's exhausting. And, like, Duke's not in the NIT anymore. So, shut the fuck up.
Well, I mean, I think they're probably right there. Where
They're going to get in.
where do we have them right now? Where do
bubble.
The
people
line
have
weren't
them?
they
First four
minus
out.
like 200 to be in the tournament?
Yeah.
Yeah, but
They're getting it.
they're first 4 out right now.
Somebody
Speaking
tweeted
of-
the other day. Imagine Michigan State versus Duke is a last 4-in game.
That would be oh, that'd be great.
I was saying Michigan. I mean, Duke, Maryland is a very good ratings fucking bump too. They haven't played in years. I was actually at the last one at Maryland.
Those Duke Maryland games were something back in the early
I was
2000s.
at the last one when Maryland
Juan,
upset
Juan
Duke.
Dixon and Baxter, yeah.
Unbelievable.
Steve
I
Blake.
think one of the last ones was when wasn't Suleiman? Remember that Suleiman
Yeah, that was
buzzer
the team.
beater?
I was at the last one at Maryland. I could tell you that Maryland beat Duke.
Were you at the last one?
I was at the last
Oh,
one.
cool.
Good
Cool.
trip.
Thank you.
Do you guys look into the policies of the NCAA tournament as far as alternates and shit like
Yeah,
that?
it's fucking
It's
crazy.
wild.
I have not seen them.
They're openly saying that there's going to be there could be a forfeit.
So and there's so Mincy, say before the tournament, right? Like Baylor gets a Coco, and Duke's the next team up.
They
they'll
get, like,
be-
one
They get
seed?
the 1 seed. Like Seton
So
Hall
what's to
could
say
be
like
the
people
1
don't
seed.
do some like crazy spy
said
stuff
that?
and
Really?
sneak
Yeah.
some COVID people or like
I don't
start
think that's
sneaking
true.
Yes,
That
it
doesn't
is.
say, they wouldn't change the
It's-
seed.
They
That
wouldn't
sounds
change the
crazy.
seeds. No chance.
Rico, I read the fucking thing.
I mean, to go
They
from
would
being
change
out
the
to a 1
seeds?
That
seed.
doesn't-
they don't
That's so
change
crazy.
it.
It didn't even cross my
They don't
brain.
change
Can we
seeding.
get some? There's
I'm
no
telling-
chance Duke would be the number 1 seed.
I'm telling you for a fact, I swear
they
on
go
my,
from first 4 out to number 1
they're
seed.
not changing the seeds. Like Seton Hall can be number 1 in the country if Baylor gets a
Colby.
Coco in their next.
Are you busy? Can you look at that? Can somebody look at that?
I wasn't listening at all.
No.
Cool, cool.
Tony Finau just got a birdie.
I hate the fact that we have to. I'm just telling you, I'm right.
But you agree that it doesn't make sense. So
I know it doesn't make sense, but I'm just telling you that I read it, and it's like pretty tough to be like, I couldn't have read it that wrong. I'm telling you, you have to all apologize once we read it.
All right. Somebody says let Mintz talk. Okay, Mintz talk.
Mince talks all
What's up,
the time.
guys? I talk plenty.
Yeah.
I feel like I'd never shut up.
People are idiots. They aren't changing seeds, says Michael Phillips. Marty's 100% right, says Smitty version 2.0.
I
You
know.
also, if your automatic qualifier doesn't get in, so like Belmont wins the tournament and they get positive, the conference designates like a replacement team,
So it'll be like the regular season chip,
I'm
or like
pretty
whoever got
sure.
second in the tournament.
something like that. It's up to
You
the
think they want to put the
conference.
best team they can in
Yeah,
there so
exactly.
they can win? You would think.
Yeah,
That would be that. What you just laid out is one of the most preposterous things I've ever heard.
I know, and that's the NCAA for you. They just do crazy shit like that.
So
where
like, what
it's
if like a couple of teams, like say Ole Miss or Duke, or like a couple of the first teams out, like sneak people around that have COVID into the teams that are in
Yeah.
the tournament to try to like.
Well, I mean that would be morally objectionable. So,
But
Ole
not
Miss would be
even
the team to do
not
it.
even like them becoming a 1 seed. Like say a 16 seed comes out, and then they're like Michigan State or a Duke or somebody's playing the number 1 team where they could like 16 seed could just beat the number 1 team.
All right,
so
we're talking.
Marty's, I think, sadly, I think Marty's right.
I think
'cause
we've
what
already
they're
established
saying-
it was right.
What they're saying is everybody's at a disadvantage. So if you're the 6, for 2 days you're prepping for the 11 seed. If they slide the line and put Duke at the 11, and now you wasted 2 days prepping for the team that you would have.
All right, I think we've talked about too much college basketball, but I have one more talking point before we get off of it. Somebody asked a great question. Jacob Crawford asked this question. Please tell me why Michigan should not be number 1 over Gonzaga and Baylor. Look at the wins. So I think that's a legitimate argument over resume as far as over Gonzaga, even though I think Gonzaga's probably a better team.
Who's
They
he
have
talking
better
about?
wins than Gonzaga. He's saying should Michigan be number 1 because of their wins? But Baylor plays in a great conference too. So
Baylor should be number 1.
It's Baylor 1.
They both have had big layoffs.
Michigan could be 2. Very much so. Michigan could be 2.
We went over Gonzaga's wins. They're not as impressive.
Yeah, they're
as
starting to
everyone
get
thinks.
worse and worse. It's Iowa. It's Virginia.
Kansas, I think.
Kansas is coming back up, but Michigan's playing that death row, and,
West
and
Virginia
Baylor's
is
playing in
still a
that
good one.
conference. You can't say Kansas is one of your best wins, but Baylor beats them possibly twice in their own conference. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I say Michigan could
No,
get
it's
to the
fair.
2 seed.
I just think the Big Ten and Big 12 are such great basketball conferences.
Without a doubt.
I mean, you go undefeated through those right now, you deserve to be 1
How
and 2.
crazy is that? Gonzaga really could be the number 3 because they are truly going to seed them too.
No, honestly, I mean, resume, it makes sense.
Absolutely. It didn't even occur to me that Michigan should jump them.
What about Zach Johnson?
What about Zach Johnson?
Has anybody stopped to consider Zach Johnson in all of this? What do you
We need
think
that on
about
a
Zach
shirt.
Johnson?
He's probably really struggling with how bad Iowa's defense is.
I would think
Yeah.
so. Yeah,
I'm sure he's not crazy about
it's
it.
probably taking his mind off the course.
Hope he wins.
He's worried about Luka Garza. He's worried about waving to the kids in
He's got
football
the
season.
John Deere's right around the corner.
Yeah, what about Zach Johnson? That is a fantastic question. I think about it most of the times, and everything that happens in my life, I think about that. All right, so we have a couple of talking points I want to get to. What do we got here? I was 5-1 yesterday. Congratulations to me. We had a long conversation in here today, and I don't know, Big Ev, Marty, you generally don't appear to like to participate in 20-year-old movie conversations, but Rico didn't understand the ending to Ocean's 11.
No, it's not that. It's just a little confusing
I
You were
know
confused
Ocean's
as how
11.
they got the money out of the casino.
when they robbed the casino.
Yeah, no, I know. I watched that literally like 6 times now.
Couldn't have been
You're still a little confused, right?
couldn't have been
No,
more cut and dry
really?
how they got it out. They patched the phone call to them. They were the
second
SWAT
van-
team that came in and got the money.
Second van is what throws me off.
So the first van is a fake van that they've
Got it.
already preloaded with fake money, and they drive it off so that the cops follow that van. And then when that happens, the fake SWAT team comes in with a second van, goes in, gets all the money, walks it out, and nobody is none the wiser because they're watching a fake video.
Got it.
Spoiler alert.
Now, I got it.
But you didn't have it this morning.
I didn't.
You said that movie is ruined because it doesn't make sense how they got the money out.
I
of the
didn't say
casino.
it was
It's
ruined.
like a top
I said
5 movie.
It's definitely a top 5 movie. It's just a little confusing.
Do you know how hard it would be to rank the actual top 5 movies?
We're not doing that.
I know we're not, but that's got to be one of the hardest things to do.
It's almost impossible. How do you,
You
rank
almost have to
something?
do it categories.
How do you
know,
rank
different
something
kinds
based
of
on
movies.
enjoyment?
I think you can mean that's how you rank things.
Right, but there's just so many types of movies, so many
That's
people,
what
so
I'm
many
saying.
opinions.
It's impressive. That'd be impossible. Let's also go. Let's rewind back and everyone say sorry to Marty.
No,
I think you should.
For what?
When the seating thing, everyone
I don't
jumped
think
down my
everybody
throat.
said, "Marty, you're an idiot." They said
Sorry.
that just sounds unbelievable.
Rico yelled.
I yelled. So I couldn't believe it. You're right. I didn't think you read the fucking thing.
I know. I read it.
I mean, you can't really blame Rico for thinking that.
That's fine. Just
I don't think it warrants an apology. Did you apologize?
Yeah.
Oh, now you're handing out apologies.
Oh, jeez.
Now you all of your behavior that's led to people's careers being ruined. Now you're gonna apologize to Marty for a little 1 second.
you know
slip up?
what? You know what he's doing? You're trying to stay in your lane, and he just keeps coming. You know.
He's just bumping. We put those little swim lanes up for a reason.
What about the other night when you put that video in our Walk the Line group chat, knowing Dana was gonna dance for you?
I didn't know Dana was gonna dance for me. I haven't seen him in months.
Dana always dances for you.
Yeah, it does. When's the next chapter of the documentary coming out?
Which documentary?
Barstool documentary.
Oh, probably right after the Ball in the Cup resumes October 21.
I'm still in it, by the way.
Me too.
Still in it.
I play Will Compton in Elite
Hey,
Eight.
you're
Run
not
that
still
beer
in it.
pong
Yes,
for
I
him.
am.
No, you're not.
They call it bowl in a
You
cup.
lost and got put back
Bowl
in it
a
because
cup.
Dana's your
Bowl
roommate.
in a cup. It's been going on for like 8 months.
Just going.
Guy
just
played
playing,
his brother.
Just playing who's on my schedule.
Yeah, but you lost, and then Dana put you back in the tournament.
How funny would it be if my new trivia team has had Nicky Mush
You should.
with Terrence Ross
you,
and Longoria?
Have you had any conversations about who your third member is going to be?
Yeah.
So
It's,
you've got Terrence Ross, you got Evan Longoria. You can't play anymore because of how bad you are, but you're
I'm
going
on.
to be the GM.
Yeah, I'm on the stream. I'm gonna give you. There's 4 possible names. Couple from me, couple from Terrence. One is Cole Anthony,
Okay, is Cole
From-
Anthony a sharp guy?
UNC.
Malloy High School,
Okay. 2,
where his father went.
Trey Turner.
All right.
You know who that is?
Very fast.
One of the best
Washington
players.
National, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Very, very fast.
3, Jose Bautista.
Oh, wow.
And 4 is Hardy. So I'm not sure yet. There's 4
Ed
options.
Hardy?
Do not get Hardy.
Edward.
I would. That's
I'm very
almost
angry that Hardy
want
and you are
Hardy
friends.
to be on it, just to be like, yeah, Mississippi State. He's a Mississippi State guy.
Mm-hmm.
How did the news come out with y'all's big announcement yesterday? Brandon, y'all's third member.
It already came out before it.
Yeah, so it is in fact Fran. We have acquired Fran through the free agency channels. Her teammates one of her teammates was wildly upset. But I'm about making my team better. I'm about my team. I'm not about anybody else's team. They need to worry about their team. We put an offer out there. It was accepted, and we are going to be competing for championships now. We had fallen behind because there was only 2 of us. There are other great teams out there. Frank and the Frankettes are probably the best team. The Yak, great team. Kirk Minahan has weaseled his ass into the tournament somehow. So there are great teams out there.
We're talking about trivia too much.
Well, it's a Brandon show, so.
Yeah,
I
and
mean,
we
it's
can't
5
talk college
minutes.
basketball too much. So.
We just
5
talked
minutes.
20 minutes of college basketball. We talked 35 seconds of
Just-
a trivia show, which is bringing Barstool money.
See, there you go again. There you go again. See?
I
Another
asked,
show
we're playing
Brandon's
y'all next
on,
week.
you
Y'all's
know,
first game
just-
against us.
Mincy
You
minus
know what brings
150.
money to this company too, Rico? College basketball.
I know something else that brings money to this company. I know something that brings some money to this company.
Is that your contract?
No, this is real.
Even better.
I don't know if I'm allowed to read that, though. So
Read
why
it.
don't you
No,
read
no.
that?
I want you to.
No, I can't. I can't.
No,
I'm
no,
gonna
no.
fuck it
Yeah,
up.
you did the whole grand
can't fuck it
gesture.
up.
You
I
did the
can't
whole
fuck it
squeeze
up.
out. You do it. You do it. You do it.
Don't
Rico's
they
actually
negotiate
right
who
here.
reads it?
What?
Rico's actually correct.
Yeah, see?
I am the only one who can read it?
yeah.
As far as I know, you're supposed
Yeah.
to read it.
See, I know things.
I can't read for one company too.
All right. So yeah, and Nate was mad. That's fine. There goes Jeff DeLow working. Look at him with his trivia rankings. Working.
Great.
You thought Marty made the
Oh,
point that
great.
my argument was bad today because I was like I told Nate this wasn't ruining the show, and you thought that was wrong.
No, you just keep saying how hard Jeff D. Lowe works, which we all know, and it was no part of the conversation of the argument.
Okay. Cuts Clothing. They've taken a classic men's fashion staple, the plain tee, and refined it, combining premium quality with a minimalist aesthetic. Their shirts, polos, hoodies, and crew sweatshirts made for the man who works hard, plays hard, never settles for less. Who here works hard?
I do.
Jeff D. Lowe.
Who plays hard?
Jeff DeLoe.
Jeff D.
Who
Lowe.
plays hard? Frank.
That's actually, I think
He
that's
gives
right.
it all. He gives it his all. Leaves it all out on the cubes.
Who never settles for less?
Me.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm
Oh.
actually wearing Cuts clothes tonight.
All in the sport of business. Thank you for wearing it on the show. Appreciate that. Built for performance in the boardroom, the bar, or the gym.
I save it for the bar.
Cuts Clothing keeps you sharp wherever the game takes you, which is the bar tonight, apparently. Entrepreneurs, mavericks, athletes, podcast hosts, everyone loves Cuts. How do you become a maverick?
I'm a pioneer.
Outside of signing with the Dallas basketball team, if you're I know why you're an entrepreneur or an athlete or a podcast host. How do you become a maverick?
What are you, Big F?
What do you mean?
You're a pioneer.
I am a pioneer. That's true.
At what?
Me and him a pioneer.
At what?
Pioneers.
At what?
Mining pie.
Just read the ad.
Let's kick off 2021 the right way, starting with your wardrobe. Get 15% off your first order by going to cutsclothing.com/picks. That's cutsclothing.com/picks for 15% off the only shirt worth wearing.
Brandon's going to be so mad when me and Marty are rich.
I can't wait to be rich.
At what? Pie? It's a pyramid scheme.
No, it's not.
No.
Life is a pyramid scheme.
No.
All right. What was that?
He's right.
Is he wrong?
I'm not wrong.
Life being a pyramid scheme?
Goddamn right it is.
Life is
How?
a pyramid scheme.
To explain how life is a pyramid
I
scheme.
guess you kick,
Explain how it's
I
not.
guess you like kick
No,
up smaller
no.
and smaller.
You always have to kick up, which one, we're kicking up always to the government, correct? We're always kicking up. And two, when you're born, you get pretty much handed a script of what you're supposed to do. And that's what a top of a person in a pyramid scheme does. Like, hey, go to college.
Eat
go to
your
school,
vegetables.
Eat the vegetables.
Go to school.
You have to go to the doctors. That's
your
what it's,
taxes.
I've been a part of 3 pyramid schemes, and
Wipe
that's
your
what it
ass.
is. The top person tells you that you buy the product, and you sell people on just hope. That's America.
Gotta be honest.
Ding that motherfucker! Ding, ding, ding!
Hope in a hopeless world.
That wasn't terrible.
Pioneers.
It wasn't
Someone
terrible.
clipped that for me because that was
I mean,
real.
Technically, that's gambling too. Yeah, you hope it wins.
It's everything.
It's everything.
Everything.
Makes sense.
I have a comment here. I want to read it. Brandon and the guys. You can recruit one college quarterback all-time to your program to start for all 4 years. Do you take Vince Young, Cam Newton, Baker Mayfield, Joe Burrow, or Tim Tebow? First of all, Baker Mayfield belongs nowhere near that list.
Cam Newton.
Cam
Brandon.
Newton, Vince Young, Baker Mayfield, Joe Burrow, or Tim Tebow. So I don't think I take Joe Burrow because it's proven he only had that one elite year, which was the best year in the history of college football.
I think mine's right.
For college, Tim Tebow.
I'm taking Cam Newton
Newton.
because the team he won the national championship with was the sixth best, most talented team in the entire SEC. I mean, like, they didn't have that much talent. They had him and Nick Fairley and a bunch of kind of okay guys, and they won it.
Yeah, but he's ass.
I want
That may be true, but that was
ass.
I think maybe Cam's probably the answer. If I can get him for 4 years, if he doesn't steal a laptop and I can have him for 4 years, I go with I go with Cam. Well, he did.
Take Tebow.
Imagine if Cam would have gotten to play for Urban Meyer at Florida too.
Take Tebow. You can't measure heart.
I feel like you can.
Nope.
I feel like you definitely can. So,
what is that? Something like heart rate or something?
like Tebow was a great college quarterback, an all-time great college quarterback. But that team he was on was stacked
Extremely
and loaded,
talented, for sure.
extremely good.
Hernandez and Harvin.
He also, he won one title as the backup.
Yes.
I think it's got to be Cam or Vince Young.
I agree. I think it's Cam or Vince Young. Trying to think if there's anybody that he didn't put on the list.
The Burrow team had so much. I mean, Burrow was unreal, but the talent around that.
Yeah, but again,
look at how good all those guys are doing in the NFL already.
Again, Burrow was in college 4 years, and he had the one elite season. So it was elite. Again, best season I've ever seen, but is what it is. All right. In fact, that leads into my college football discussion point today. Let's talk some college football. Andy Staples of The Athletic put this out, and this is I'm giving him credit. Go read it. It's on The Athletic. Check him out. It's a very good idea. The top 10 program-changing players of the last 30 years. So I didn't even read the article because I just love the idea so much. So Andy Staples comes up with the idea. It's out there. So
I like you giving credit. Fuck The Athletic. They didn't give me credit yesterday.
I'm just borrowing the idea.
For shame.
Not stealing it. I just want to talk about it. So program-changing players in college football. So what this means, I guess I just did in my small Mississippi brain, these are they show up and they leave the program a hell of a lot better than they found it. They put the program on the map. The number one guy that comes to my mind is Michael Vick at Virginia Tech. What?
I think the number one's got to be Manziel. No one gave a fuck about and the outside world.
Nobody cares about A&M after him.
They never did anything after.
But I'm saying I still think like people actually care. Like obviously they're kind of good.
But what he's saying by
but they were awful.
Putting
Michael
a program
Vick,
on the map is then success after.
Virginia Tech was.
But I mean they were in the Orange Bowl last year. Like they haven't won a national championship.
Virginia Tech was nothing. Texas A&M's been something before. Virginia Tech was nothing. Michael Vick shows up. They play for a national title, and then they stay around that conference title level for at least 8 or 10 years. And now they're still a respectable program. Michael Vick changed everything for Virginia Tech.
That's fair. For me, like I was 6 years old when Vick was in college.
Well, players existed before you were.
No, I understand. I'm just saying from my perspective, I just felt like no one ever talks about A&M. You're an SEC. Obviously, they made the switch.
A&M was a powerhouse in the 70s and 80s.
I just like for me, I just felt like no one.
What'd you say?
The Wrecking Crew did.
Yeah. They played Notre Dame in a major Cotton Bowl. I remember my dad telling me like,
Jackson
you're right.
State.
Recently, you're right. Manziel.
Like I just feel like he wasn't a thing, and then now A&M people actually somewhat care about A&M.
What?
Jackson State.
What?
Deion Sanders put him on the map this year. He'll change it forever.
A, he's a coach.
Yeah.
B, they had Walter Payton.
Doesn't matter. You put him back on the map. When's the last time you talked about Jackson State?
He's not.
Yep.
I asked you the program-changing players. He's their coach.
He was a player.
Who else you got?
Greg Schiano.
Hey, what about
Joey Harrington should be on that list.
Stanford wasn't shit till Andrew Luck got there, and then they won all those Rose Bowls.
I think Andrew Luck is a very good one. I think Joey Harrington is a great one. I think Joey Harrington ignited that entire Oregon.
They also got fucking robbed. 4-1 lost 1 week. They were number 5. They don't move up. 2-3 lose the next week. They don't move up. It should have been a BCS championship game.
I have one that
people hate the Ducks.
That didn't. I don't think he changed the program to like put him in a championship level. He just changed everything about the way we perceive him. Ever since Ron Dane at Wisconsin, they've been about the power running back and the power running game. They were kind of like that before, but he was the first huge record-breaking running back that has just been. There's been nothing but Ron Dane since. Like he set forth the next 20 years of Wisconsin football the way he played.
Kellen Moore.
Boise's had a bunch of quarterbacks.
Jared Zabransky won the Fiesta Bowl before.
Bart Hendricks started it.
Jared Zabransky won the Fiesta Bowl a year before Kellen Moore got there.
There you go.
No.
We just got to an answer.
Jared Zabransky.
Yeah.
I thought he was like the worst one of those guys.
He was okay.
He was okay, but he wasn't
Moore
as
was
good.
certainly a lot better
Bart
than
Hendricks
Jared
back in the day was unreal too.
Greg McElroy.
What about Drew Brees, Purdue, but they didn't sustain it? Maybe?
I would say if you're saying that getting Alabama back on the map, I would say Julio. Because he was their first big recruit in that whole Alabama resurrection. very good. Danny Werfel is one that I came up with for Florida. They had never reached a championship level until they had a good quarterback, Shane Matthews, but then when Danny Werfel got there, he won the Heisman, won national title, and boom, Florida's a player for years to come.
Drew Brees, like Kyle Orton did good at Purdue, but they didn't sustain it. But they weren't anything, and he got them to the Rose Bowl. I don't know, but I guess they didn't sustain it.
Spencer Cowan says Eddie George. That's the dumbest. Ohio State's never not been a top-level program. I mean, they had a couple of years where they lost.
Griffin, all those guys.
I mean, that's ridiculous.
Brady Quinn.
Nice.
Okay, if you don't really want to play, don't play. If you
was
don't want to
playing.
play, don't play.
I did play.
No,
it's the end of the game.
It
I
could
took
be
a shot from half
Well,
court.
Rudy could have been.
I gave you Joey Harrington. He said it was a great answer. I went back and forth about Manziel.
Yeah, you decided you were done with it, so you're just going to tank it.
Yeah, I took a half court shot.
So it's over because Rico said it was over.
I'm not. You kind of fucking nixed college basketball pretty quick.
Could you?
Yeah,
could
well,
you
we're
make
talking about college
We talked about it for
football
20
now.
minutes. We talked about it for 20 minutes.
Could I ask you a question though? Because college basketball is in the prime of where it's
But
at.
we talked about it for 20 minutes.
I know, but you told us we're talking about.
But we're
going to
get back to it for our picks. So
Anybody else we missed?
Could you make an argument for Deshaun Watson,
no, I don't think so. In fact,
or who would be your? He
One of
would
the-
have to be your Clemson guy.
one of the ones on Andy's list was C.J. Spiller. Who
He was who I had in mind
it was
first.
the first major recruit they
He was
got.
who I had in mind first.
And I think Taj Boyd too.
For sure, Sammy Watkins.
Boyd had Watkins, DeAndre Hopkins, and Martavis Bryant.
The only reason I said
Best
Watson
receiver
was
ever.
because your exact verbiage was the way they're perceived as a program. Winning the first national championship, that changes everything.
All right, here's some.
Geno Smith.
Here's some that came up. Michael Vick, Danny Werfel, Ron Dane, LaDainian Tomlinson, TCU.
Yes.
And here's a great one. Alex Smith at Utah, which they've been a very
That's
good program
fair.
since he
That's
came
fair.
through.
It's a good one.
Joey Harrington, Oregon.
Yep.
Number one on Andy's list was.
Wait, so I gave number 2?
I don't think he was number 2. No,
Harrington was number 2?
he was not.
Oh,
I just
okay.
told you he was not.
The way you're reading it.
Who's number one? I want to know.
Reggie Bush was number 1, which I vehemently disagree with.
Yeah,
I
I
think that's
mean,
ridiculous.
That's pretty stupid.
I mean, Carson Palmer won the Heisman Trophy the year before Reggie Bush got there.
When
So
was USC like really bad?
Well, the 90s weren't great for USC, but Reggie Bush isn't the guy that put him over the top. He's the guy with the best highlights. But I mean, Matt Leinart, all those guys.
Reggie Bush was awesome, but think about it. If he wasn't even on that team, they still had Matt Leinart, Lindale White, all his NFL
Dwayne Jarrett,
receivers,
yeah.
and then D lineman at the Waz. They still would have been really good even without him.
Yeah, I don't think he changed anything. I think he came in after the change. I think guys like changed USC, made it sexy, and Reggie Bush was part of the wave that came in, like Percy Harvin, part of the wave that came into Florida after that program got changed.
Right.
Yeah, there you go.
Interesting.
Alex
Good job,
Smith.
Andy.
I just feel like saying his name / Cordell Stewart, Colorado. I just feel, I don't know.
I can't give it to
There's-
him. I can't.
I know, it's just fun.
because he wasn't the best player technically on that team because Rashawn Salam was on the same
Westbrook
team.
Rest
did
in
too.
peace,
And,
Rashawn Salam.
and he won the
guys
Heisman
all
Trophy in
just-
'94.
Say no to Geno Smith. Guy was electric.
Well, West Virginia was Pat White before.
Geno Smith was electric.
But Pat,
Oh,
Noel
dude, no.
Divine's fucking highlight tape.
Steve Slayton.
Pat,
I can't even make jokes about this.
Pat
Tavon-
White and Steve Slayton were great.
Tavon
Oh, that
Austin.
read option. They started it. man.
Noel Divine's
Are you
fucking
just reading
highlight
West
tape.
Virginia players?
Stedman Bailey.
I'm just on Twitter.
Were you old enough for that?
Just
Or you-
reading West
Yeah, I
Virginia
don't know
players.
Noel Divine.
Noel Divine's highlight tape was Internet 1.0.
You,
All watch.
you know who else was?
Cody Paul.
Remember Sam McGuffey?
I don't know, Sam.
You know Sam McGuffey. High school, white running back, high school, went to
No,
Michigan.
Cody Paul. That was every kid like my age, that was like our savior. That kid's like 12, 11-year-old mixtape was insane.
I don't know who Cody Paul is.
He was literally breaking little kids' ankles. And he ended up being a stud high school player. His high school tape
You know
sick too.
the greatest high school highlight I think is Jadeveon Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney just overwhelming kids was.
That was
if you ever
pretty cool.
watch his high school tape, it's incredible.
The kid
Brett-
who's now in college that has a tape like that is Clemson's Brian Brise.
yeah.
His high school tape, he just like literally throws people across the field.
Yeah, yeah.
Brandon, I need you to watch the Cody Paul one. I actually think you'll enjoy it.
I'm going to watch
It has Make It Rain playing over the top of it, which just makes it that much better. But for like an 11-year-old white kid, he's literally just killing people.
Now
As a running back.
Now I think I remember this
He's just
video.
like, there's one where he literally jukes and he literally makes the kid like slide on his knees. Like a basketball ankle breaker, like he just on a football field. He's insane.
I can't believe nobody here remembers Sam McGuffey. Sam McGuffey was a running back. I think he went to Michigan, and he was terrible. But he was in the Noel Divine
Yes.
era.
I know this fucking.
He
The
went
Make It
crazy
Rain.
viral.
Sam McGuffey flipped over a guy. Thank you very much. So there we go.
Also,
But,
Tavon Austin's high school tape's really good.
yes, but Noel Divine's high school tape probably the GOAT.
Whatever
Yeah,
happened
it's
to him.
yeah. Tavon Austin, it just stuns me because for like 5 minutes of the video, he doesn't get touched. They're just like breakaway touchdowns.
Who has the
He's
best,
too
like,
fast.
even NFL, like, all, like, is it just Devin Hester?
Who's also crazy.
of all-time highlights.
Why didn't he go to Miami?
I think Barry
He's from
Sanders has the
Florida.
best all-time highlights.
Yeah, he has some wild.
Bo Jackson has incredible
Deion.
highlights. Dion has pretty good highlights.
Brandon doesn't like Dion. You got to remember that, DJ. It's 2 times he shunned Dion. Jackson State
even
and
though
the highlights.
That is true. The first one I agree with.
Jackson
Second
State
one,
did flip a
you
Michigan
can't-
State recruit this year.
No, they didn't. Absolutely did not. They got a transfer from Mississippi State.
That's what it was.
Don't bring
That-
your
there's
Ole
a big
Miss
difference.
piece of shit lies on this show. All right.
What is Ole Miss preseason next year?
Top 18.
overrated? That's what they are.
Ooh.
They're fake, just like everything about Ole
Corral's
Miss.
good.
Can't wait.
Brand on the rise,
The,
baby.
the
Wait
grove,
for the
their
grove.
titties, everything's fake about Ole
I'm
Miss.
glad that they like Barstool
I'll
too.
be down there.
Yeah, you think
gonna
they like you? They
travel.
like the fucking.
Does
publicity.
Mississippi State
Of
not like
course they like
Barstool?
the
Then
Not
I'm
really.
gonna travel with a
I
with
just
a
happen to
cool,
be in the middle of it.
I'm gonna travel with like a thing that keeps it warm. When having a nice fresh mutts, I'm gonna bring it straight down to the Grove. Me and Ev, that's gonna be our gift.
I'll go to Square.
Let's go.
Square's better.
We're gonna do it all, boys.
Square's
I got
fun.
some serious stuff in the works.
Have you
Can't
been,
wait.
You been to the library?
Dude, of course.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's
you.
I never.
Katy
I
Perry.
wasn't very good at picking up chicks in there though. That wasn't really my.
That's all that's in there.
I was more
Chicks,
of a
even
proud. I was
the
more of a
chicks.
proud Larry to go dance to hippie music shows.
Is that why you don't go? You hate the girl bars?
I'm just like I have no chance. Like I can pick up girls at like concerts and stuff, and I'm dancing. They're like, that dude's having fun. Look at that energy. But if I'm trying to be at a bar and like,
Is that so-
there's no hope.
Can you break down the Mincy getting a girl approach?
I just go in, say hello, and fake like I'm confident, and be engaging. And they're just like, hey, this dude's pretty real, pretty
Love
cool.
that.
What would you say your success rate is?
It used to be very poor, but it's trending upward lately.
The Barstool confidence? in
Yeah,
you?
I think the weight loss confidence, man. When you like how you feel, it definitely helps with the
Fuck yeah,
women.
Mincy.
But
Fuck
when
yeah.
you don't like how I think that's a real thing.
Marshall Falk, San Diego State. Just got a text from my friend. Kevin.
Ooh,
Yeah, but what did San Diego State do after Marshall Falk left?
Produce a bunch of running backs.
Same kind of Wisconsin thing. Wisconsin of the West. Donnell Pumphrey.
Rashard Penny.
Sean Penny.
So 2.
I feel like there was another one. Could be wrong.
Like every guy they have runs for 1,000 yards.
Was that Clay Travis's team?
That's the one he stole, yeah.
The one you stole from him.
Enough, Marty. It's a Friday.
All right, so I was just trying to see if we had more game-changing players right there. When is Barguments airing? So you embarrass yourself on Barguments. When's it airing? Do you know?
Who cares?
What do you mean, who cares? It's a branded content. People pay for it. What? I mean, who cares? Are you a team guy or a Rico guy?
I am a team guy. Thanks, New Amsterdam.
That they
Wilson
didn't sponsor it at all.
Thanks.
It's about blue, I think.
I know, but I'm thanking my sponsors for my show first. So he said branded content. High Noon, thanks to them, and thanks to Labatt Blue for arguments.
And Tushy.
Barguments, if you weren't
Cuts
out-
clothing for the show.
Face.
I don't know if you were here last
that
week.
check
Barguments
cleared
is a show that Rico yelled at a woman on and cussed her out on.
I did it last year. I think I won
Well,
$200 on it last year.
technically, he didn't yell at a woman. He didn't look at her when he was yelling.
He was yelling about her. He just didn't make
yelled.
eye contact because he's a coward.
Oh, not true. Violated my contract, and I got pigeonholed to do it at all.
So somebody
I
asked-
also
Can I please see a copy of your contract?
Ben kind of screwed me by losing.
I did screw you.
Spoiler
I had a
alert.
very.
But also, they could have reset the bracket. Whatever. I would like to see the bracket. How did I know that I was even in that region beforehand? You knew it was a pigeonhole. They told you to take a dive, and then they set me up.
They didn't tell me to take a dive.
listen,
you beat me.
Anything
Congratulations.
for Labatt Blue. They're a sponsor. Good for you, Labatt Blue. Drink responsibly. That's their slogan. Good for you, Labatt Blue.
I just like to see how long he'll just talk himself in circles.
I want to see this contract. The Rico
Bring Mintz your
contract.
contract.
I'm curious.
It's amazing.
Here, he'll write it down for you real
I
quick.
feel like it's. I'm very curious about this contract.
Hollywood Mincy will have his people look it over.
Yeah.
So anything need to iron
I
out.
feel like Brandon could get his lawyers to look it over.
There's really just 2 rules. Don't do anything detrimental to yourself. Don't do anything detrimental to the team. So if I deem that it's detrimental to myself or detrimental to Barstool, it doesn't go in my thing. And
And Pick Central's 3 days a week on it, right?
Yeah, 3 days
Okay.
a week. Rotating 3 days.
Certain members of the team. Because it's certainly detrimental to get guys fired.
I didn't do that.
Did you?
Come on. It's a pick show.
Did you stay in your lane?
Yes.
Are you lying?
Let's do the picks.
You know what I want to be? I want to be like the king of Clubhouse.
I think you're
I'm
on your way.
loving the Clubhouse. Yeah, you're not. What do you have the
It's a
nightly
good
high
show.
thoughts going on
It is.
here?
Yeah, it is fun
I
as
didn't-
shit.
Can I just? I don't know how to ask this question. You do high thoughts,
Mm.
Marty. I don't think you don't get high, do you?
Oh yeah.
You get high?
Mm.
When have you started getting high?
For these thoughts.
I think they're just your thoughts. You think? but
No, I
there's-
have. I got a little thing. I got a little thingamajig from Spider.
Oh, so you're loading yourself up for these?
Mm.
Okay.
Because I go for 2 hours pretty much.
What are
and
the difference in your thoughts regular and your thoughts high?
Not much. It's just deeper thought, and like, but the thing is, there, like when you're in the room, there's no wrong answers. Like if you say something crazy, there's no wrong answers. We build off of that.
Okay.
Fun time.
So you went 2 hours last night. Give me an example of the high thought a high thought you had last night.
The high thought we were talking about is like how one of them was like how do you look at days in your mind? Like I look at days with like Monday's yellow for me. Like I see colors when I look at days. Like KFC sees days staggered like stairs. You guys don't see that shit?
I'd say I'm more of a stairs guy. Like, I feel like I'd chop my day into pieces in, like, blocks.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I see.
Especially when you're working in the queue.
I think I see days.
I gotta get to 10:30, then I could get to lunch. Yeah.
I think I see days like a clock. Like Monday's very early in the clock, like 12.
That's
and,
interesting.
And Tuesday the clock keeps going around.
That's why it's just nice to hear.
That's how
There's
I see
no
days.
judgment. There's even like there's those other like how did we get to words? Like how did we say this is a table? And like there's other words that like boom. What's that called? Onomatopoeia. Boom.
Sound effect is a word. Yeah.
Whack. That makes sense. Sizzle because it's
I went 5-1 last night. This, not to cut you off. But
no, it's fine.
I realize we're deep into the show. We're like 47
Fine.
minutes. I
I
thought.
need to jump in one of those with you.
Yes, it's.
I'm always just getting high on my couch anyway.
That's very fun.
Just watching these games.
Okay, so I went 5-1 last night. Miss, did you go 5-1?
I
last
did.
night?
I did.
Okay, so you also had a good night the night before. So,
I'm 18-5 this week.
so I think you have the T box. I will let you go first.
Ben is not in last anymore, by the way.
Really.
Who is in last?
Big Cat.
Oh,
I sent you the standings.
I'm
I
actually
texted you.
proud that I know that's funny, but gambling's one of these things. When you get really down and come out of a bad losing streak, it
best.
almost feels better than like winning when you're hot.
Oh,
All right,
it's
so-
way better.
So let me give the standings.
I was 2-0 last night.
I am. Were you?
Damn right.
Yeah,
Weber
well-
State and Michigan.
He was.
Well, that's not how you say that name at all.
Weber State.
Okay. I'm in first, and I am threatening to get into the positives. I am 63-58 overall. I'm down 0.21 units. Rico Bosco's second, down 4.3 units. Marty Mush third, down 7.5 units. Big Av down 11.7 units. Ben Mintz down 12 units. Big Cat down 12.18 units.
You've been struggling, huh?
And the clubhouse is down 13 units.
You started off this like up 10 units.
Yeah, I was the
February, right?
first 2 weeks of February. I was red hot.
All right, Ben Mintz, go.
All right, let's go. I got
Cold.
Purdue plus half a point at Penn State. They need to win. Louisiana Tech by 9.5 at home against Rice. Louisiana Tech at home always covers. They dominate there in Ruston. 3 NBA picks. I took the Miami Heat as a 7-point home dog against the Jazz. I think that just Vegas. The Jazz have been playing
You're going
awesome.
against the Jazz?
Yeah, and I would never do it if it was in Utah. Detroit +1 against Sacramento. I don't believe in the Kings. Knicks just got them last night. And I took Golden State by 6 at home over Charlotte. That's a revenge game from last week. I think they bounced back.
All right, I have Valparaiso +3 against Indiana State. I have Penn State money line to beat Purdue
Okay.
at home. I got James Madison -2 over Drexel. My bet on the Barstool Sportsbook, it is boosted to +220. It's the homecoming bet. Trae Young for the Atlanta Hawks going home to Oklahoma to play the Thunder tonight. Trae Young to go over 30 points. Hawks to win the game is +220 on the Barstool Sportsbook. That is a fantastic value right there. And please bet it. Back B-Walk. Pistons money line against the Kings. Jazz -6.5 against the Heat. And Pacers +3.5. I think it's all the way down to 2.5. I got it at 3.5. But I Pacers +3.5 against the Celtics. Those are my 7 picks.
Did your
I
prop
don't-
hit last night?
Arizona won. It came up short on the over under. I think it got to 133 or something like that.
So his homecoming is like for college.
I think you can say college where you played in college is your home.
Okay. It's from Texas.
He's from Lubbock, Texas. I understand.
Just wanted to just make it out there. You
So
know?
homecoming,
Had
he's
to-
going
I
back to
wouldn't-
Oklahoma where he played college
Wouldn't
ball.
be a friend if I didn't put that in the air. You know?
I'm not sure you are a friend.
No.
So homecoming, going back to where he played college. I was clear about that the whole time, was I not?
No.
Yeah.
You said
I said it from the very beginning.
Homecoming's a
Oklahoma
college
City's
thing.
only
It's a
20
college
minutes
thing.
from Norman,
homecoming
too.
is
It's really
definitely not a
close.
college thing.
Homecoming is not a
homecoming.
college thing.
No, I'm saying like when you say you're going back home, it's usually where you're born. Like when
Yeah, but you're going to
Like-
homecoming weekend. That's
What
college.
does a college have every
I
fall?
know they have homecoming. I'm just saying when you say homecoming, it's usually from where you're from. No.
I think you can have two homes. I think you're where you play college, especially if you're an athlete. I think that's home. I think Oklahoma's home for
The
Trae Young.
local bar owner, when we go to homecoming every year, puts like my face on the register
You
and tells
still
all
go
this
to
bar.
homecoming.
I go a lot.
Marty Mush,
I love that.
Tells
Make sure
the
you're right.
bartenders, don't let this kid throw napkins.
Big F.
Tulane +6, James Madison -1.5, Purdue +1, St. Louis -4.5. I can't believe you still go to homecoming.
I don't think that's that.
We
bad.
have friends that get into the Hall of Fame.
I mean, he fucking.
I donate. I played there. What do you want me to do? It's a good time.
What's wrong with that? Why don't you go to homecoming?
Yeah, too. I agree.
You didn't go to a football school.
No, I've gone back like the 2 years after college and I stopped.
I don't want to back Rico, but I'm fine with him going to homecoming.
I got my 20-year reunion's coming up next fall.
Yeah.
I'm going.
Go. Did you finish yours?
Yeah, I already went.
Okay. How many picks did you have?
4.
Big
Penn,
F.
Penn State -1, St. Louis -4.5. I got Nevada +7.5 tonight. Also on Pistons money line. I felt like this was a sharp play. Now I feel like everyone's on it. I'm scared, but
The Kings, I don't believe
they are
them.
bad. And I got the Bulls +6 at home against the Suns.
You got to keep digging for those fucking +2s you found the other day on the 3-win team. You're good with those.
There was one today. I thought it. So Omaha is playing at Denver today. Denver has 2 wins. Omaha has 3.
It's too close.
Too close.
It was a weird. I wanted to
Is
pull
Denver
the trigger.
favored by like
Don't
3 or 4?
stretch it.
Denver's favored by 2. It makes sense
close.
that it's a pick'em game. They both stink.
Is everybody giving their
Close.
picks?
Not me.
Go.
Grand Canyon -6. They are good.
Does Dan Marley still coach them?
No.
Okay.
Bryce Drew.
Really?
Yeah.
You know him, don't you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Sorry. UC finally had a good one. UC Santa Barbara -3. Nevada +7.5. They're the most underrated team in the Mountain West. Speaking of Mountain West, you catch a game last night?
Let's
did
go.
not- I
Let's
did
go.
not.
Let's go.
This
Got plenty of
Let's
time.
go.
Just plug it.
Plays of the day. It's a rebound. I did it the other day. We lost. Double it up. We're going even heavier units. Southern Utah first half -4.5. Southern Utah -8 in the Big Sky. Northern Arizona shot 53% from 2 last game and hit 14 threes. That will not happen again.
Big Sky Rico.
Nobody knows the Big Sky like
Big
me.
Sky Rico.
Southern Utah.
Get him on the program.
Woo!
All right, I've been texted that Colby has a special pick. He promises it's not Tony Finau. Go, Colby.
First things first, Tony Finau's in the lead. Second, this doesn't happen every day, but whenever it does, I have to take it. The Dandy Oreo parlay. Richmond +4.5 parlayed with St. Bonnie's -14.
Okay,
Who's
very
the first
good.
team?
Richmond.
It's basically this.
Why is
This
it called
is
the
co-
Dandy Oreo?
Yeah, I'll give it
That's
to you.
Spider.
Whoever fades. Are they playing? Is Richmond playing UMass?
Richard's playing St. Louis.
Oh, interesting.
No, it's just
Okay.
because Spider
Usually fades,
Spider went to St.
fades
Bonaventure.
UMass.
Clubhouse
takes St.
picks.
You went to Richmond?
No, we're
St.
rushing
Bonaventure.
me for
Richmond
this.
Richmond Spiders.
Oh, I love St. Louis today.
Mark in Philly has Purdue
Don't
+1
you?
against Penn State. Carter
Good.
Bond has Kings -2 against Pistons. Utah Valley -3. Aria, who's 6-0, has Thunder first quarter against whoever they're playing +1.5. Bert Gonzalez has Pacers +2.5. You can leave, Marty. I don't care. Justin Schussman says Manhattan, Siena over 125. Jackson to 1. James Madison -2 over Drexel. Ryan Thurston, Jazz -6.5 over Heat. Blazers +5 against Lakers. Rhett Schimberg has all 3 hockey overs tonight, over 5.5.
Mr. Ice.
Mikey
Sorry,
Mike
it's
says
just struggling.
Bulls +6.5 against the Suns. Brett Blanchard says Jazz over 216 tonight. Christian Bond says Denver Omaha under 146.5. Scott Akeson Drake -8 against Bradley. Neil Sharma has a football pick. Alabama State +7. Holden Cohen Troy Coastal Carolina under 139.5. Matt Southard Hawaii -8. Wilkinsburg
Love Hawaii on the island
Bruins
tonight.
over,
Hawaii
Bruins
on
puck
the island.
line. Dan Cosgrove, Frankfurt money line. Colby Nolan, Wagner -10. Lou, Purdue money line. Christian Webb, Raptors -2.5. First quarter against the Rockets. Josh Lambert, Hornets +6, Kings -2, Celtics -2.5, Colin Hines, UAB -4 for the kids. Hawaii -6.5 says Max Wilbert. Ben Weaver says Stetson -4, under 146. Brady Dolan, Richmond St. Louis over 144. And Jeff Wortman, Rangers moneyline +155.
Evan me on Clubhouse at 130.
Great. That's during the Yak.
Oh, my bad.
Tough luck.
Both.
That's it. The Yak is up next.
2 different apps. Stetson at 2 o'clock.